Welcome to our channel. Before we get started, please consider liking and subscribing so we can bring more stories like this to you.
In the shadows of a sprawling city, a notorious gang known as the Iron Serpents has instilled fear among its residents. With a reputation for brutal violence and ruthless intimidation, they control the streets, leaving countless victims in their wake. At the heart of their operation lies a key player, a woman named Sarah, an essential witness who possesses incriminating evidence against their leadership. Her testimony could be the turning point needed to dismantle the organization once and for all. However, in an attempt to silence her, the gang has taken her captive, hiding her away in a heavily fortified bunker. The stakes are perilously high. If Sarah remains silent, the Iron Serpents will continue their reign of terror with impunity. Local authorities find themselves outmatched and outgunned, unable to take action without jeopardizing Sarah's life. Enter Jason Statham, a former operative with a score to settle. Armed with intelligence and unwavering resolve, he is deeply aware that time is running out. The clock ticks ominously as he prepares for a daring midnight raid, one that may be Sarah's last hope for survival and justice in a world rife with corruption. Jason Statham is no stranger to perilous missions. With a rugged exterior and an intense gaze, he embodies the archetype of a seasoned operative, having spent years infiltrating criminal organizations and dismantling them from within. His past is filled with harrowing experiences that shaped him into a skilled fighter and master strategist. Once part of an elite task force, he was forced to make tough decisions that still haunt him, fueling his unwavering commitment to justice. Having witnessed firsthand the devastating impact of gang violence on innocent lives, Jason's motivation to rescue Sarah runs deep. As he gears up for the raid, flashes of memories rush through his mind. Families fractured by crime, friends lost to senseless brutality. He knows that if he succeeds in saving Sarah, it could mean more than just her safety. It could be a pivotal blow against the Iron Serpents and their tyranny. Driven by a mix of personal vendetta and a moral compass that cannot be ignored, Jason prepares himself mentally and physically for the looming confrontation. He understands the risks but is resolute, knowing that failure is not an option when it comes to protecting those who cannot protect themselves. With a fierce determination, Jason dives into the underbelly of the city to gather crucial intelligence about the Iron Serpents' operations. Utilizing his extensive contacts, he visits informants and friendly faces who have escaped the gang's clutches. Each conversation yields valuable nuggets of information, painting a clearer picture of the gang's structure and hinting at the location of their bunker. A dilapidated warehouse on the outskirts of town, fortified to withstand police raids. Once he pinpointed the bunker, Jason meticulously analyzes blueprints and security footage he manages to acquire. Through his connections, he notes the guards' shifts, security cameras, and potential escape routes. Hours turn into a strategic dance as he plots his approach, calculating every possible scenario, from worst-case outcomes to optimal exits. As darkness falls, Jason lays out his plan with precision, a silent infiltration strategy that minimizes confrontation while maximizing efficiency. He prepares for the worst but hopes for the best, knowing that each moment wasted could jeopardize Sarah's life. His heart races with anticipation, bolstered by the adrenaline of impending action as he readies himself for the midnight raid. As the clock nears midnight, Jason slips through the shadows, his heart pounding with the weight of his mission. The air is thick with tension, punctuated only by the distant sounds of the city, honking horns and the muffled chatter of late-night revelers. He approaches the bunker, a dilapidated warehouse surrounded by a chain-link fence topped with barbed wire. Dim floodlights flicker sporadically, casting ominous shadows that dance across the ground. Carefully, he surveys the area, noting the positions of patrolling guards and strategically placed security cameras. The layout reveals a single entrance, guarded by two men who seem oblivious to the threat lurking in the night. With each step, Jason's instincts sharpen. He knows that one miscalculation could lead to disaster. Using his training, he navigates around the perimeter, finding a blind spot behind a stack of crates. As he prepares to make his move, he spots an unexpected challenge. A stray dog barking loudly, threatening to alert the guards. With quick thinking, he tosses a small stone to divert its attention and seizes the opportunity to slip silently into the darkness of the bunker, ready for whatever awaits him inside. Once inside the bunker, Jason's senses heighten as he silently navigates the dimly lit corridors. The atmosphere is thick with menace, punctuated by the low murmur of gang members discussing their illicit activities. He's on high alert, knowing that danger lurks around every corner. His first encounter comes swiftly. He rounds a corner to find two gang members engaged in casual conversation. Without hesitation, Jason springs into action in a blur of motion. He disarms the first thug with a swift kick to the knee, sending him crashing to the ground. The second assailant barely has time to react before Jason expertly thrusts an elbow into his gut, incapacitating him. With exceptional control and focus, he drags their bodies into the shadows and continues deeper into the bunker as he proceeds. More gang members appear, this time armed and alert. A firefight erupts as they spot him. Bullets whiz past while Jason ducks and weaves through obstacles with remarkable agility. He utilizes his surroundings to his advantage, flipping over crates and slipping behind machinery to evade gunfire before countering with precise shots from his own weapon. Each confrontation tests his limits but fuels his determination to locate Sarah and bring down the Iron Serpents once and for all. After navigating through a maze of corridors and dispatching several gang members, Jason finally reaches a heavy door marked by a flickering light. His heart races as he kicks it open, revealing a dimly lit room that sends a chill down his spine. There, bound to a chair in the center, is Sarah. Disheveled and frightened but alive, her eyes widen with disbelief as she sees him, a mix of hope and fear battling within her. Jason scans her quickly. Her wrists are bruised from the restraints, and her face reflects weeks of terror at the hands of the Iron Serpents. "I'm here to get you out," he assures her, kneeling to untie her bonds with swift precision. As soon as she's free, tears well in her eyes. Not just from relief but from the fear that still lingers. They share a brief moment of connection. Jason can feel her trembling as he whispers about their escape plan. Just then, the deafening sound of footsteps echoes outside the door, signaling that their time is running out. With urgency propelling them both, they prepare to confront whatever dangers await them on their path to freedom. With footsteps closing in, Jason quickly formulates an escape plan. Aware that silence and stealth are paramount, he gestures for Sarah to stay low as they navigate away from the room. His mind races as he recalls the layout he studied earlier. They need to head toward a service exit at the back of the bunker, away from the main guards. As they move, Jason whispers instructions, urging Sarah to mimic his movements and remain as quiet as possible. They slip through dimly lit corridors, using shadows to their advantage. Each corner presents a new challenge. Jason's keen instincts help him discern shifts in guard patterns and anticipate potential threats. Suddenly, they encounter a small group of gang members blocking their path. Thinking quickly, Jason signals for Sarah to hide behind a stack of crates while he uses a distraction, a thrown object, to draw the gang members' attention away from them. This moment of teamwork allows them to slip past unnoticed. With adrenaline coursing through their veins, they make it to the service exit. But Jason knows that this is just the beginning. They must stay vigilant as they approach freedom, ready to face whatever comes next. As Jason and Sarah emerge from the service exit, the sound of shouting echoes through the bunker. Gang members have discovered their absence and are now on high alert. The once quiet corridors quickly erupt into chaos as a group of thugs races toward their location, fueled by anger and desperation. The tension spikes as Jason realizes they have only moments to escape before the gang closes in. With adrenaline coursing through his veins, he urges Sarah to keep pace as they sprint across a dimly lit yard, heading for the cover of the nearby trees. Jason's instincts kick in, and he glances back to assess their pursuers, whose shouts grow increasingly frantic. The gang members, armed and relentless, pile out of the bunker, their silhouettes stark against the warehouse lights, revealing their determination to reclaim their hostage. Jason knows they must reach the street before being caught. He navigates through tight spaces and around obstacles with agility, while Sarah matches his pace, fear driving her forward. Just as it seems they might gain distance, gunfire erupts behind them, sending bullets whizzing through the air. The chase intensifies. Every second counts as they race towards potential freedom, knowing that capture would mean dire consequences. As Jason and Sarah reach a secluded area behind the warehouse, they are met by the gang's leader, a menacing figure known as Rico. His cold smile reveals both confidence and intimidation. With gang members flanking him, Rico confronts Jason, taunting him about his futile attempts to save Sarah. The psychological game begins. Rico sows seeds of doubt, suggesting that even if Jason escapes with her now, the gang will always find them. Jason stands his ground, refusing to show fear. His sharp gaze locks onto Rico's as he assesses the scene. Jason knows he must outsmart Rico to ensure Sarah's safety. Ignoring the leader's jibes, he focuses on the environment around him, spotting a stack of crates nearby as Rico approaches. Boasting about his power over life and death, Jason seizes the moment, swiftly maneuvering behind Rico's men and creating chaos. A flurry of punches and strategic grappling ensues as Jason fights not just with brute strength but with cunning tactics. Using Rico's own men against him in a climactic moment, Jason disarms Rico and holds him at gunpoint while urging Sarah to escape with tension crackling in the air. It's a battle not just for survival but for justice itself. With Rico subdued and Sarah safe, Jason leads her away from the chaos of the warehouse. The dawn breaks, casting a soft glow over the city as they emerge from the trees, breathless and relieved. They reach a nearby police station that Jason had prearranged as a safe haven for Sarah to provide her testimony. Inside, officers quickly recognize the urgency of the situation. Jason briefs them on everything he witnessed during the raid, emphasizing the need to act swiftly against the iron serpents as Sarah recounts her harrowing experience. Her voice trembles but grows stronger with each word, fueled by a newfound sense of empowerment. Jason watches with a mix of relief and pride, knowing that her testimony could be pivotal in dismantling the gang and bringing justice to those they've tormented. However, he also understands that this victory may invite retribution from the iron serpents. As law enforcement prepares to take immediate action against the gang, Jason reflects on the fragile nature of their success. While they have escaped this time, he knows that the fight is far from over, setting the stage for future confrontations as the remaining members of the gang will likely seek vengeance for their fallen leader.